tried using one of the different platforms, like one of the different devices for Facebook. That didn't work. I mean, YouTube looks really dark even. I don't know.
My birthday's tomorrow.
Go do your stuff. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Well, I'm just experiencing problems today. I don't know what's happening, but I don't like how some of the things are looking. I may have to stop doing it here in front of this window. I wonder if that's part of the problem. But also, if you're on YouTube, I have turned off comments again today. So if you're watching on YouTube and you have my number, text me if you want to say hi, and then I will say back. I just didn't want to deal with the other stuff. Also, YouTube's really low. Morning, Carla. Morning, Melba. Morning, Mom. Hey, Peter, if you're still on. Morning, Sharon. Morning, Bev. Morning, Adrian. I'll try something else for my computer. Maybe I've got it closer than I normally do. I don't know what is going on, but there are just technical difficulties all over the place. Good morning, Rebecca. You must be on YouTube. Oh, gosh. Happy Monday. Well, the problem is, well, it doesn't matter. It's not just the shears, because I've had people tell me that Facebook looks dark a lot. But yeah, anyway, so today this will just, right now, I mean, it's bright behind me, but it's not terrible. You should have seen it. That's why I was late, because I was trying to adjust it. And let me try something now. The other issue with the ring light is I have glasses. So you can normally see, you see the ring from the ring lights in my glasses. Morning, Tyler. Well, I'm not going to push comments to the side because I want to see what people are saying. So that's not necessarily the most helpful, you know? And you guys too, the whole point of this is to have conversation and to have a dialogue. So, I mean, I guess if you need to push them to the side to brighten it up a little bit. Morning, Vanita. YouTube, I've said that I have turned off comments again. If we're friends, send me a text and let me know you're watching. Tyler, I don't know if you've ever jumped on with us, but I go live on the church's Facebook page on an iPad. I go live on the church's Instagram on an iPad, and I go live on the church's YouTube channel on my computer. So, well, I know, but if you, Mom, if you push the comments to the side, then you don't get to see comments either. Morning, Norm. So, oops, I wanted to share the video. If you haven't done that yet, you should do that and invite people to watch with us. That's funny. It says I shared it.
Wrong.
I did not share it.
Wrong.
I did not share it. How even does that work? And it won't even show me a share option.
Share it.
Sure. Is your homework done?
I have.
Good. I'm glad it looks fine to you guys. YouTube's a little dark, but it kind of moves as it adjusts as I move around. But the problem was really before I went live, I was having massive issues and it was just dark. Morning, Christine. So I'm glad it looks better now. Okay. I know part of it's the sun. I know that. But I'm very quiet today. I don't know. Is your volume up? See, now I am sharing. I'm not sure yet. Yes, that's where I was going, Josh. So sound off. Hey, Abs. 1 to 10. 1 being you're just, and 10, you're great. Where are you? Let me see if this helps. It's probably not gonna. Sorry. And I have to like really, really turn my head to look, which makes it really awkward. We did start a little late because of the issues I was having with lighting. You're only a 1 today, Sharon? Are you like in that bad of pain today? Yeesh. You're here to keep me on track? Huh. Don't know. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you. Oh, I'm so shocked. Sorry, Sharon. Sharon is having a bad day in pain. 1 is completely no bueno. Morning, Judy. Morning, Judy and Kenny. Christine's a 9.5. Wow, that's not great. I'm sorry. I'm really trying. You know. Does that help at all? That helps a little bit. Norm's a 7. Mom's a 6. I don't know. I think. Oh, Sharon. She's tried a lot to try to relieve herself from the pain, and it's not helping. Judy A's a 6. I'm probably an 8. Just overall feeling okay. I may have to have another cup of coffee though. Just might. I saw Norm shared his verse that he read this morning. Only it's not popping up on my. Uh-oh, Judy. Tyler's an 8-ish. That's good. Tyler, we like to think, I believe around here that 7 is solid. Like under everybody's circumstances, 7 is like, that's pretty good. It's not. You're not bad. You're not amazing. You're good. And I think that's fantastic. So an 8 or higher, 8, 9, or 10 is just like icing on the cake. So that's awesome. Ty did enjoy his parade. He was kind of funny about it after it was all done. I was like, how was that? Did you like it? And he's Ty. So he's like, yeah, I guess, anyway, but funny kid. But yes, I think it surprised him. And well, it was really funny because our house, the way we're situated, we can see a little bit more on the side street to the left of our house. So we actually asked everybody to go to the side street on the other end, and everybody lined up at the one closer to our house. So when it was almost time for people to drive down the street, Donnie and I went outside, and Ty was like, why is Pawpaw's truck down on the corner? Like we saw him down here, and he went back and forth, and now he's down here. Is that Tyler's car? Is that Tyler's car down there? And then it was, why are Mammy and Pappy over there? And then John and Kathy came around and just started the whole thing, and it was fantastic. So some of our neighbors came running out, like because of all the horns. It was funny. So yeah, Ashley and Cy went to visit Cy's parents, which is really good for them. They needed to go see his mom and dad. But if we hadn't done a parade, exactly, Norm. So I asked him, I said, is this better than having nothing at all? And he said, yeah. So, and then Colby this morning said, am I going to get a birthday parade for my birthday tomorrow? And I said, well, what else can we do? And he was like, house party, Zoom. I was like, I don't think all of the family is going to do all of that. And then he goes, and how would I get my presents? It's like, is that what it's all about? Or is it about celebrating you and being with family? And he was like, well, yeah. So it was just funny. So anyway, yes. So that is, oh no, Christine, that's awful. She said her in-laws were in an accident. Yeah. Noah, do you know what I did with my journal? I wrote down a couple of verses to share this morning. Colby said, see you Tuesday at my parade. That kid, he's a trip for sure. Colby, did you do your reading? Sorry, I'm looking for my journal because I wrote down some verses. I put it away. What a goofball. Kathy's an 8. Christine, I understand. Hey, Tyler. Christine, you're off today. Good. Anyway, yeah. So here's what I wrote down to me that from my readings. Good morning. I wrote down 2 verses. So in sorry, I'm doing, good morning, Linda. Good morning, Deanna. Rennie, I'm doing a reading on the promises of God. Can you stop? Thank you. Or go in your room. Can you not spin that right now or go in your room? Thanks. I know it helps you, but it's distracting for me. I don't know what that means. He's got a fidget spinner and it was like driving me crazy. Anyway, so I'm reading one about the promises of God. And today's verse was 2 Corinthians 1:20. For no matter how many promises God has made, they are yes in Christ. And the devotion was about how there's like 2 schools of thought. Well, there's more than 2, but the 2 big ones are, one, that the promises of God in Scripture were for specific people at a specific time, and that's it. They don't really pertain to us today. And then the other thought is that only some of them pertain to us, but not in the fullness. And that just would contradict everything and that Scripture tells us and that we know of God's character. So the truth is that there may be different aspects of the promises that are a little different because of culture and time. But the promises of God are the promises of God. And so I thought that was really good. And then the other one today was in two of my devotions, 2 of like the 3 or 4 that I'm doing, 2 of them had Deuteronomy 8:5, which is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And I really liked, because if you do the Bible app, up at the top of the Bible app is, hang on, Rebecca's an 8. At the top of the Bible app, when you open it on your phone or your tablet, is this. It says, good morning, and I'll have your name. And if you tap on it, it is like a story, and it's a devotion. It's like it's really good. It takes the verse of the day and talks about it. And so there's always somebody who teaches. This is one of the founding members of the Bible Project, which is thebibleproject.com, which is a phenomenal resource for Bible study. And so and that's where I've done a lot, through the Bible Project is where I've done a lot of my studying on Deuteronomy, the Shema, which this verse, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, or with all your strength, comes from the Shema, which is a part of the law, part of the prayer that Jews have recited twice a day for thousands of years. And yeah, Tyler, I love the Bible Project too. And so he was saying that, talking about, that with all your heart, because scripturally the heart is the center of everything emotionally and mentally. Everything we think, everything we feel, the heart is the center. And then your soul is like your entire being. Like all that you are. But strength, the word in Hebrew that is used for strength, there's really not an accurate English translation. Good morning, Linda. That it's really kind of like with all of your potential, with all of your, what was the word he used? With all of your capacity. You know, that it translates loosely like that. So that's why they use strength, because it's like everything that is in you, but it's really like with everything you are, with everything that's in you, with everything you could possibly be, with everything, which then makes me go into, here's your song, makes me go into the Hillsong, with everything, we will shout forth your glory. Anyway, there's your song for the day. But that's what, and I just, man, I love that, because the Shema is all about your circle of influence. So, you know, you've got, like, think of it as concentric circles. I've taught on this quite a few times and I love it, but you've got, like, it goes out into 3 rings. I wish I had the diagram in front of me, because it's got, like, you know, you, your family, and your community. And that you're supposed to love all. And it's like, if you had a fountain, and like a tiered fountain, and from the front, you can see how the water starts at the top and it kind of pours over and then goes down through the whole thing and then cycles back around. But if you're looking at it from the top, you just see these concentric circles. And so you kind of think of the love of God. So to love God with everything, and to love your neighbor as yourself, and kind of look at it. And if you're doing all of that, then the natural outflow is to pour over and then to continue. And so that's the whole thing with those verses in Deuteronomy about loving the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. We're doing a lot of talking about loving our neighbors right now. I mean, we're, as a church, we're doing the Art of Neighboring reading plan. I just finished the Art of Neighboring series on Right Now Media over the weekend. I highly encourage you to look into that one. It's an easy listen, good information, just encouraging for connecting with your neighbors. And then you can go to the artofneighboring.com and see other resources, but it's some really good stuff. So we just started the Art of Neighboring. Can we start that Friday or Saturday? Saturday. And then morning, Terry. Morning, Linda. Did I say Linda? Sorry. And then we'll continue on with the next couple of Art of Neighboring reading plans. But it's really good. So anyway. Morning, Aunt Karen. Anybody else read anything in their devotions this morning that they would want to share? Any verses that stood out to them or thoughts? I'm trying to go back up to Norm's. I cut off the location. I'm guessing 2 Thessalonians now. May the Lord of peace himself give you his peace at all times, and in every situation, the Lord be with you all. Yes, that's a good one. Good morning, Cindy. So what else? What did you read? What did you read? What did you read? Oh, and Rebecca, look what I'm wearing today. Some of the ladies that were at our conference in February might recognize this. I was just looking to see if there's anything else in the Bible I have to share. I know there's a delay, so I'm not really sure how far the delay is. I think it's like 10 or 15 seconds. Oh, Tyler, you need one? How did I get that? A certain very sweet friend got it for me for my birthday, Kat. They were all very jealous at the If Gathering because all the people we were watching, we did a simulcast conference, and the ladies on the simulcast were were wearing these. And the only thing we could figure was like, if you were at the conference in person, this must have been like a gift that you got. But a very sweet friend ordered her and I one. And so they're really pretty. It's really soft. It's wood beads. These are wood. The tan and gold are wood beads. And then the green is like a glass bead. Hey, Cookie, I can't remember. I've got the card downstairs, but Rebecca ordered it. And anyway, Bev read Psalm 139. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me. And I love that, Bev. I feel like that is the verse to read when you really want to do some heart work, when you really want to ask God to just really look in and speak to you. That is a good verse. It's also dangerous because if you're not really ready, if you really don't want God like invade your space, so the verses you don't want to read. But if you want to really walk closer with the Lord and you really want him to create in you the clean heart, if you really want to be more like him, then verses like that, like Psalm 139, I believe are the perfect verses to pray. You know, just God, search me and know my heart. You know, speak to me, clean me up. That's good. As good as good. We also had music playing this morning, so we listened to some James River worship, which if you watch our worship services on Easter Sunday, Kristen introduced a new song, and she did it again this last week, Jesus Alive. Praise to the King who is seated on the throne, crowned in glory and honor, exalted above all. That is James River worship. And so I was listening to their EP. There's like 4 or 5 songs. And then we went into some Elevation. Elevation is putting out fire right now with the Blessing and Gardens, or Graves into Gardens, and then their newest one, Rattle. Kathy, I've been reading the church series, but I love Proverbs 3:5 in all your ways. Yeah, that's good. That's okay. Yeah, trust in the Lord with all your heart. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Oh, no, Kathy. John's cousin passed away last night. I'm so sorry. Yes, Terry, I love Elevation too. Yesterday morning while we got up and we were getting ready, Donnie and I were, and we were like cleaning off the table, getting stuff ready so we could have lunch together for Ty's birthday and like sit at the table. And there's you go. There's a glimpse into our life. And he was doing dishes. And so I turned Stephen Furtick, I turned Elevation on the TV. It was live yesterday for their service. We watched a little bit of that, and then it was time for our service. I didn't go back and finish it. And then I listened to a little bit of Pastor Sam at City Temple. He had a good sermon yesterday about God is our provider. He is Jehovah Jireh, and he also, like, he provides in every way, including he provides seed for the sower. I thought that was great because we've been talking about on here about how we need to be using this time intentionally, and we need to be plowing the ground and planting seeds right now. And so I thought that was really cool that we're talking about planting seeds, but God is the one who, he even provides the seed. So I thought that was really good. And then I listened to Pastor Rod Loy. He had a great message yesterday too. I shared that on my Facebook. So you could go on Facebook, you could go look that. If you're on something else, just go to firstnlr.tv, I think, and you might be able to find it there. It was a really good message. Really, really, really good on just how we're victorious. And they did the song, I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. It was really good. So those were the ones I did yesterday. Definitely praying, Kathy, praying for John's family and that loss of Louie. So it's awful. We do have some surprises for our church people this week. So sometime over the next 2 or 3 days, you'll know what that is. How's that? Keeping you on your toes. Keeping you on your toes. What, Josh? You just said I. I don't know if he meant to do that. Again, if you're on Instagram and you hopped on after I said this, because of some of the nasty comments that came in last week, I've got comments turned off. But if you know me, then you probably have my number. Feel free to text me and let me know you're watching. And if you have anything to contribute to the conversation, Rebecca's been doing that. So it's been fun. Hee hee hee. Me too, Kath. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wish I could say I coined that, but I did not. Christine said she liked the comment in my message yesterday that we need to be thermostats and set the temperature to the world around us, or of the world around us. Yeah, I wish that's so not mine, but it's been said enough times. But yeah, it is crucial that God's people are not just a thermometer that measures the temperature of things around them, but that they are a thermostat that sets it. If Debbie or John are watching and want to send me an even more fresh update on Margaret, that would be great. But I know several people talked to her over the weekend, and that I think she has pneumonia. She has been tested several times for COVID, does not have COVID. So she gets out of breath. But I think overall my dad said she was in good spirits. So, right. We don't want to be a thermometer that just recognizes the temperature. We want to be the thermostat that adjusts, that sets the temperature around us. Sorry, I just realized, Terry, that it says you were replying to Christine. The delay gets me every time. Every time. I have a friend that just messaged me, and I thought I was going to wait to reply to her until we were done. But I think this might be fun for us to talk about because, we do that. We're kind of random in our conversations. But she sent me a message that just said that she was reading about the woman at the well and was like, just curious why the Jews didn't like the Samaritans. I'm not a theologian. She is holding water. She has been. Sorry, pausing this. Margaret has been retaining water horribly for a long time. And so that's definitely part of the issue. Why Jews don't like Samaritans? I can't say that I know the exact answer to that. What comes to my mind immediately is why do we as people struggle with people who are different, period? Because they're different. I mean, I don't know. They were viewed, I believe, as like lower class, which is just ridiculous in general for any of us to view any other group of people like that, She does love getting cards, and she loves getting phone calls. She has her cell phone. So if you know Margaret and you have her cell phone number, give her a call. She may not be able to talk for very long, and you may have to leave her a message, but it will boost her spirits for sure. Good morning, Kristen. So no, Margaret is not at home. She is still in the rehab. A truck with a backhoe just pulled up in front of my house. This is the second odd vehicle that's been around this morning. Not odd like, oh, that's creepy odd, but odd as in, what's going on? There was an Illinois American water truck across. Oh, they're going to do some digging. There's an Illinois American water truck that flagged a thing across the street, and now there's a backhoe out there. So, Joshua, do we need to do that? Melissa Radke talks about the fixer. He fixes things that are broken and does not fix. That's right. I really wish I could see your whole comment, Kat. For some reason on the live, I cannot. There, let me see if I can see it on my phone. Sometimes if you leave and I haven't had my app open on my phone. Let's see if it tells I can see your whole comment. But yes, he does. Well, and here's the thing too. Like, God doesn't create. If you read our devotion this morning as a church, The Art of Neighboring, then you'll see this as my comment. God doesn't create accidents. He doesn't have time to create accidents or without intentionality. He doesn't create mistakes. And so if that is the truth, and it is, then that should change and preface how we view every single person, because he only creates on purpose with intentionality. And that means that every single part of creation has its place and has its purpose. And oh, yes, Kathy, because they are not broke. I love it. Thanks, Terry. Here's what she said. Terry, thank you, friend. She sent me a picture, a screenshot. The nation of Israel was divided. Where? House to house, heart to heart. I've never even heard of that, Terry. The nation of Israel was divided into two nations in the days of Rehoboam. That's 1 Kings 12. Israel was composed of the 10 tribes to the north, and Judah was made up of Judah and Benjamin. The animosity between the Jews, the inhabitants of the Judah and the southern kingdom, the Israelites began immediately after the division, as Samaria was the capital city of the northern kingdom. Oh, yes. Okay. Rehoboam assembled an army to make war against Israel to reunite the kingdom, but God intervened through his prophet Shemaiah. Later, in speaking of the reign of Abijam, Jeroboam's son, in 1 Kings 15:6 says, there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days. Yes, that's true. Immediately after the division, Jeroboam changed the worship of the Israelites. No longer did the inhabitants of the north travel to Jerusalem to offer sacrifice and worship. I remember reading that now. Instead, Jeroboam set up idols in Dan and Bethel. Later, after Israel's fall to the Assyrians, they began to intermarry with the Assyrians, contrary to Deuteronomy 7. This is why the Jews hated the Samaritans. And now you know. I mean, Kathy, I know way too many people who are doing funerals right now that can't have their whole entire family. A lot of them are doing their funerals and then they're like Zooming people in to view it or doing Facebook Lives, which is so weird to think about. But this is where we're at right now. And so people are doing what they can. Right at the beginning of all of this, I knew of a family that lost someone and they did a funeral in her home so that they could keep it down to 10 or less. I just can't imagine. It's awful. And I know too many people who have lost loved ones during this season, not just because of COVID, but life. And the struggle is very, very real. Thank you, Terry, for sending me that. I appreciate it. I'm going to pass it along to my friend. Morning, Robin. Oops. Oops. What else? What else? What else? What else is going on? I don't know if Kristen's still on, but if she is, her and Josh, I have an idea that I'm going to be messaging you guys about. What? Josh? Who would have done that? Josh just is on Instagram and said Facebook kicked him out of the video and said he's blocked from viewing GCFirst page. He's an admin on the GCFirst page. That makes zero sense. Let me see what I can do, Josh. Yeah, so Kristen and Josh, I'm going to be messaging you about an idea I have. So well, I know, but we need to figure that out anyway, Josh. That's weird. I just got to remember where to find that. Well, it won't be something you have to respond to immediately, Kristen. It's okay. I know you're at work. And I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow that I do it. Just have an idea. Kathy, I was trying to figure out what I'm making for dinner. I need to pull something out of the freezer and figure it out. So I have chicken and I have tons of ground beef and I have pork steaks in the freezer. I have a pound of sausage too. Oh. Kristen's making Instapot chicken. We had pasta twice last week, and we had steaks yesterday. Norm. I will probably have leftover chili for lunch today. See, I like cracked chicken. My family is not big on cracked chicken, so I don't think we're going to. Cracked chicken is chicken and cream cheese, unless Kristen does it different. Cream cheese and ranch seasoning. What else is in their TV dinner? Aunt Karen. Cheddar cheese, bacon. Is that right, Kristen? Yes. So it's good. It's good. I liked it. Donnie doesn't like shredded chicken, the texture of shredded chicken. So I don't do stuff like that very often. Hey, bro. My brother just joined in. Josh, it's going to just drive me crazy until I can figure it out. I might have to do it on my computer, though. That may be why I'm not. You use bacon and Gouda. Bacon and Gouda are one of the best pairings on the planet. It's just so funny to me, Josh, that you're a part of the team for Facebook, but it blocked you. Who blocked you? How did they do that? Oh my gosh. Bananas. Bananas, I tell you. Here we go. Josh, you're not on the list as someone who's banned. Strange. You made chicken fajitas? I don't even know how to begin to make chicken. Well, I don't like fajitas because I don't like peppers and stuff like that. Donnie would. I was actually thinking to pull the chicken out and the pork steaks, so we could just grill pork steaks and chicken and have those. But Donnie doesn't get home. I'll have to start it because Donnie doesn't get home on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from work until like almost 7. So Sharon, I saw somebody over the weekend did a pork tenderloin with like in a crock pot. The pork tenderloin was wrapped in bacon and it had a brick of cream cheese in it. What even is life? Interesting, Robin. It was the COVID-19 task force. Oh my gosh, Joshua. Try going back on just to see if it'll work. I thought that sounded yummy too. Like when I do meatloaf, I wrap my meatloaf in bacon and I don't use ketchup. I use barbecue sauce and I don't put that in the meat. I like coat it. Like I wrap my meatloaf in the bacon and then I put the barbecue sauce over the top of it. But I've never thought to wrap a pork tenderloin in bacon. What? Rebecca said her boys are killing her grocery budget. I feel you, girl. I feel you. 100% I feel you. She says she's got to go to the store after work. Yes, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I can't tell you the stuff we've gone through in the last few weeks, month. Oh, the puppy's snoring. He's snoring hard. Yeah, I think I'll just pull that stuff out and grill it. I think that's what I'll do. Rebecca Kathy said, I bet. Because we know she's had the boys and she's got one now. So I think everybody's spending more on groceries. You're home all day, you know? It's true. But we're spending less on gas too because we're not driving as much, but also because gas is like so much cheaper right now. I have a friend that lives in Springfield, Missouri, and one day late last week, she got it for, this is mind-boggling, for under $1. For under $1. I mean, I'm just excited that we can get gas here for like, yes, Norm, that we can get gas here for less than $1.75 is pretty amazing. But less than $1? Whoa. I think it was just like an afternoon or something, but still, fill it up. Really not sure what's happening. They're blocking driveways and not taking the backhoe off of the truck. It's just sitting there, and now I don't even see workers. You too, Christine. Have a great day. Be your light. I have to make sure. I think. Noah, did you get all your stuff done? Even on Google Classroom? Even on Google Classroom? You checked everything? Biology? English? Oh, you were listening to that. Mechanics? What else? Health? Health? You're done? I've got to drop Colby's stuff off today at the school. Probably not going to make it. I might have to get up extra early tomorrow and go drop it off before I do the live so that I make sure I get it in. Good morning, Emily. You don't normally get to watch us live. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk about? Anything? Hi, Drew. Sharon, it appears as of late last evening that we are going to get in. We did not get in on the first round because our constitution and bylaws does not give our board permission in emergency situations to do things like that. We had to have a vote. And by the time we got the ballots in, and Debbie was working on getting everything together while we were waiting on those. But by the time we got the ballots in, and got all of the paperwork officially turned in, we missed it by about 36 hours. They have refilled the PPP fund, and it does appear that we are going to get in on it this time. So, you know, we trust that God would provide for us regardless. So we weren't panicked or afraid. However, having this definitely benefits us in that we can take care of our staff and our utilities and frees up the money we do have to continue to do ministry so that things don't fall behind and we don't get behind as the months go on. So Emily does have beautiful hair. Emily has beautiful curly hair. Emily's always had a lot of hair. Even in high school, Emily had really thick hair. It was pretty. I saw a petition this morning that hairstylists are trying to get the governor to recognize them as essential workers and to allow them to have one client per worker. Robin, you read my mind. One client per stylist in their shops at a time. So basically meaning there would be no more, like if you have 4 stylists, there would be no more than 8 people in the building at a time. And, you know, most stylists or most hair places, their seats are definitely 6 feet apart. So I hope so, because this is too much. I'm over it. Over it. Norm, I don't know how to respond. If it should be like a lament for the days gone by, or if hey, celebrate what you had. Hey, Rich. That was Kathy, or Robin, Emily. That was Robin who said that. I'm to the point where my hair is thick and heavy, so the longer it gets and the more I let it go, then the more headaches I get. And so I'm kind of getting to that point. Also, because it's thick and heavy, I can't pull it back for very long. So I can't even pull it back for long to get it out. Now this I will be able to do all day long, but I've got my hair in today. But most of the time, if I pull my hair back in any way, shape, or form, I have to take it down within a couple hours because it pulls on my scalp and gives me a headache. So I hope. I signed the petition. I don't know if it'll do any good, but I signed it. I'm ready. I need a haircut. You know, some of us are still doing visual work where we are in front of people, and we need it. We need to be kempt. Has anyone talked about our TikTok? I am not TikTok famous, Josh. I wish I hadn't even read that out loud. Josh said, has anyone talked about our TikTok famous pastor? Not TikTok famous, not in the least. Not in the least. It's totally a delay, Emily. No, totally not TikTok famous. And I'm not even trying to be TikTok famous. I would just want to be visible to the most people that we can in this time. Thanks, Emily. She said, my earrings, I'm looking extra fabulous today. Thank you, Kristen. She said, my TikToks are hilarious. That's true too, Sharon. But I mean, I guess some of them are maybe not getting anything at all, or I don't know. This petition was put together by stylists. So I don't know. These are paparazzi. My mom sells paparazzi. There's your little plug. But these are paparazzi, and they're like hey, Jeff, they don't feel like leather, but they smell like leather, so I guess they are. They're kind of thick, and they're goldish colored, but stop it, Emily. You did not. She said she had to start TikTok just to keep up with me, but she only watches. Whatever. But they match my bracelet that my friend Rebecca got me from. Anyway, so well. And I'm wearing, it stuff, and then I'm wearing our general council, our one church, or our church, our family shirt. Rich, you said tell us. I don't know if you're talking about the TikTok stuff. But if I do a TikTok, I also share it to my Facebook story. Rebecca, I order hair clippers from Target and the boy. Well, now that's just it. Like Donnie cuts his own hair. I have trimmed Noah's and Noah's and Colby's in the past. They don't want me to do that right now. Whatever, Josh. And at this point, the way their hair is, I'm too afraid to touch it because they don't want their hair buzzed. They don't want it like trimmed down. And I don't know enough about how to do that. Donnie has offered, but they know if Donnie cuts it, it'll look like what? Yeah. His, and they don't want that. So, not really an option, unfortunately. I mean, like I said, I've trimmed up the sides of Noah's, but at this point, I'm not sure I could do it and do it well without screwing it up. There you go. Good morning, Nelda. We've got about 5 more minutes. My computer has drained this morning. I was going to look. I haven't even looked at TikTok this morning. Yes, you have, Josh. I heard somebody else tell me something similar. It just blows my mind. Oh, Emily, I'm not brave enough. I am not brave enough. We could probably pull Colby's. Colby could probably wear a sports band, like an athletic band, but his dad would kill him for wearing it. Yeah, Josh, I'm far from famous. So on TikTok, you have to have 1,000 followers before you can go live. I have 33. That's it. Now,
You're close to
I gained 25 of those in the last few days, or in last week, I guess. Sophie has cut. What? You guys, I'm not brave enough. I'm 100% not brave enough to even trim my hair. I heard somebody say that you can get it wet and you trim it like vertically, not horizontally. I'm like, yeah, still not going to do it. I'm just not brave enough. I have cut my own hair twice in my life, and both times were disasters. It's not happening. But TikTok, here's what I've learned. TikTok can be very dangerous in some of the things people post, but the more you are on it, the more that was an ad. I had no idea that was going to do that. That's also part of the issue. But the more you're on it and the more you like things, the more it becomes like kind of catered to you and what you like to watch. So right now I have a lot of babies and puppies and other Christians. And you can record your own thing with your own whatever you want to do, or you can use sounds that are already in TikTok and like voiceover. So I do a lot of that. Look, there's a live eagle watching happening right now on this channel. Look, they're feeding their babies. They're chicks. Oh boy. See, Kristen, that's why I don't want to do that. Well, that's not why, but that's kind of like the fear that I have. But anyway, yeah. I have a favorite TikTok thing, and it's this little boy. They're like at a safari wilderness thing, and like where you can drive through and feed animals. And he's got this thick Southern drawl. He's like, "What's up? What's up, buddy? I know you hungry. Here, take a bite." Beep boo. It's so stinking cute. So stinking cute. Can I pet that dog? Yeah, if you guys have seen anything, there's a ton of stuff. Donnie did say something to me about doing one together, and I couldn't believe it. He'll never do it. But anyway, so I'm having more fun with TikTok, but I don't have. Yeah, so if you want to see some of the stuff I've done, you'll have to look at my story. Bye, Kristen. Hey, hi, Teresa. How are you? So Teresa's on TikTok too. We're just talking about TikTok, Teresa. I'm pretty sure Teresa has way more followers than I do. She's got some funny stuff out there. You just have to be creative, and I feel like right now in my life, I'm struggling with time to be creative. Yeah, Donnie said he was just joking, of course. How's it going up in the Seaville, Litchfield area, girl? I thought Teresa had. It's not showing up for me now, girlie. But there are some really fun things. Yeah, there you are. There you go. Enough said, Teresa. She's like, I'm working from home with a 2 and a 7-year-old. I don't have a 2 and a 7-year-old, but I have a 17-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 9-year-old. 10. Oh, he'll be 10 tomorrow. Excuse me. But he's still 9 today. 9 years, 364 days old. Leap year. Does that mean he's 360? You know what I mean. Emily, is he going to kill you for commenting that? No. Yeah, we don't. I mean, actually, that's not true. I've heard lawnmowers all morning, but I think it's because there's a chance for rain this morning. We had all that rain over the weekend. Well, I know, I can't believe it. Yeah, Instagram's going to kick us off in about 30 seconds. So we have been on for an hour. So why don't I pray and we'll close us out until tomorrow? How does that sound? We've kind of been all over the place with our conversation today, and it's been fun. And I love the connection time and the community that we have. Colby just sighed.
What?
And we will talk again tomorrow. How's that sound? Everybody come ready with your topics and your scriptures and what you're reading. Got 5 seconds on Instagram. Lord, I thank you for a day that we can be together like this. Speak to us, keep us safe and protected, and bring us back again together, Lord. We pray that you would be with Kathy and John's family in this loss, and that you would be with Margaret and the many others who need a touch from you. We give you praise and honor because you are good and you are strong and mighty. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. I know, Emily, I feel the same way. All right, guys, we will talk again tomorrow. Instagram is done. And so see you guys. Bye. See ya.